Hello there, detectives! Does your computer ever feel like a big, confusing mystery box? Well, guess what? We're about to change that. So grab your detective hat because today we're going to uncover its secrets and crack all kinds of common computer cases. So, is your computer acting, well, a little weird? Maybe it's being super slow, or maybe a game just won't open. Don't you worry. Every single problem leaves behind clues, and we are going to be the ones to find them. First stop, let's figure out our computer's secret identity. Okay, first things first. Every good detective needs to know all about their subject. So before we can solve any mysteries, we've got to investigate our computer's home base, where it thinks it is in the big wide world. Your computer needs to know the right time zone and currency. It's just like setting your special detective watch. I mean, if you're on a secret mission in another country, you need to have the right time, right? This is actually super important for things like saving your files correctly and getting important updates. All right, team. A great detective is only as good as their clue file. I mean, if your notes are all messy, how are you ever going to solve the case? Let's take a look at how your computer keeps all its important information organized so you can find any clue anytime. Ooh, check this out. It's the file extension. See those 3 or 4 letters after the dot in a file's name? That's kind of like the file's last name. It tells you exactly what kind of file it is. Is it a picture, a story, a school presentation? It's a huge clue about what you'll find inside. And this, my friends, gives you a secret search superpower. Because now you know about extensions, you can look for clues in all sorts of ways. Can't remember what you named a file? No big deal. Just search for its type, like .jpg if you're looking for a photo, or you can even search by the day you last worked on it. Pretty cool, huh? No file can hide from you now. Okay, let's move on to our next big investigation, hardware. We're talking about the physical parts of the computer, the stuff you can actually see and touch. It's time to follow the physical clues. But wait, hold on a second. Before we touch anything, we have to go over the number 1 most important rule in our detective agency. When you are investigating anything with electricity, plugs, or power cords, you absolutely must get a grown-up to help you. Safety first. A safe detective is a smart detective. Really, this one's a super big deal. All right, detectives, here it is, our first major hardware case, the mystery of the computer that won't turn on. You push the power button, and nothing happens. Not a single sound, not even a little light. Where do we start looking for clues? We start by tracing the power, just like a real detective following a secret trail. Okay, step 1, check the main plug in the wall. Is it pushed in all the way? The computer can't get power if it's loose. Step 2, follow that cord to the back of the computer. Is it plugged in tight? And hey, don't forget step 3, make sure the monitor has power too. Once you've checked everything, try turning it on again. A lot of the time, the culprit is just a wobbly plug. Case closed. Up next, the case of the quiet keyboard and the motionless mouse. You're trying to type your super secret password, you're trying to click on a game, but the computer is totally ignoring you. What is going on here? Let's investigate. Sometimes the easiest solution is the one that works. So our first move, let's just restart the computer. You would be amazed how many mysteries that one simple trick solves. But if they're still not working, it's time to check that physical connection. That cable is how they talk to the computer. Is it plugged in all the way? In the right spot? A quick little check can bring your trusty sidekicks right back to life. Okay, now this one's a little tricky. You can hear the computer running. It's humming and whirring, so it's definitely on, but the screen, it's totally black. This is the case of the blank monitor. What clue could we be missing? Let's run down our detective checklist. First, the simple stuff. Is the monitor's own power button even on? Sometimes it gets bumped by accident. Okay, next, let's trace that video cable all the way from the monitor to the computer. That's the cable that sends the picture. Make sure it's snug and tight on both ends. And finally, double-check that the monitor has its own power cable plugged in too. See, even a problem that looks really big can have a super simple fix. We've totally mastered the physical clues, but now it's time to go deep inside the computer. We're going to hunt for ghosts in the machine. We're talking about software now, all the programs and instructions that work like the computer's brain.
The first step in any software investigation is to identify your suspect. Is it just one program, what we call an application, that's acting all goofy? Or does the entire computer, the operating system, just feel slow and weird? Knowing the difference helps us figure out exactly where we need to look for clues.
So, sometimes that ghost in the machine is actually something called a computer virus. It's a really sneaky little piece of code that's kind of like a computer cold. It can make your programs feel sick and can sometimes even mess with your important files. But the good news is, special antivirus programs work just like medicine to help clean them right up.
So, when a program starts misbehaving, what's our game plan? Well, here's our official investigation checklist. First, the classic move. Just try closing and reopening the program. If that doesn't do the trick, try restarting the whole computer. Still no luck? Well, let's check if that software is even supposed to work on your computer. After that, it's time to scan for those pesky computer colds. And if all else fails, giving the software a fresh start by reinstalling it usually solves the case for good.
And just like that, you did it. You followed all the clues. You investigated all the suspects, from loosey-goosey cables to grumpy software, and you solved your very first cases. You're really learning the secrets of your machine.
The most important thing to take away from all this is that you now have the skills. You know how to think like a detective, how to check for clues one step at a time, and, most importantly, how to stay safe while you do it. You can totally figure these things out. Wow, congratulations on solving your first set of computer mysteries. You're now armed with logic, a step-by-step plan, and the confidence to figure out why your computer is acting so strange. The only question left is, what mystery are you going to solve next?